Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Meg Moonbeam, and we're streaming here live on my YouTube, Rumble, and X channels. It is Wednesday, February 19th in the Gregorian year of 2025. And today I'm happy to be here with all of you talking about Pisces season 2025. So happy Pisces season, everyone. Happy birthday, solar return to all my Pisces, my magical Pisces out there. I love Pisces so much. And yeah, so we're going to get into what does this Pisces season mean for the whole collective and also each of the 12 signs as well. And thank you so much, Heather, for the super chat. That's very sweet of you. You say, thanks, Meg. You're the best. Well, love you so much and appreciate your support and love all of you guys so much that support my work here on my channels. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling quite excited as we enter Pisces season 2025. This is going to be very potent. We're going to get all into it for the collective and each of the 12 signs. But before we do, please remember to like, share, and subscribe to my channels to keep up to date. Hi, Jill. Nice to see you. And hello, Celestial Emma. Nice to see you too. Yeah, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. All my links are in the description box below for my workshops, courses, personal readings. Got some very exciting 2 or 3 things that are going to be announced soon. So I also have my newsletter sign up if you'd like to keep up to date, uncensored, no matter what goes on with the social media. My newsletter link is below, including one of the things that's going to be coming up, which I can tell you guys, is that Jens and I are going to be hosting a retreat the very last weekend of June. So it's from the Friday, June 27th to Monday, June 30th. And it's about to go live on my website very soon, literally any day now. So it's going to be in Algonquin Park, Canada. And it's going to be a soulful summer solstice retreat. So it's going to be so much fun. This is going to be crazy cool astrology too in the summer of 2025. So if you'd like to come join Jens and I in the beautiful, magical Algonquin Provincial Park of Ontario, Canada, we're going to be doing daily summer solstice ceremony, sound healing, live lecture, canoeing, moose excursions, all kinds of fun stuff. That's going to be coming up really soon. So stay tuned. And also over at Beyond Mystic, we've got the Beyond Mystic conference coming up. And Jens and I will be live at the conference doing live lectures. I'm going to be doing an Astro DJ set that I'm so excited for in the Q17 Disco Lounge on the Friday, the first day of the conference. And also, we're going to have Sunny and I, our Scorpling Shop crystal booth there at the conference too. So that's going to be super fun. So how's it going, you guys? Thank you all so much for joining me. Wow, Jill, that's right. You're in Vietnam. That is super magical. Hope you guys are having an absolutely lovely trip over there in Vietnam. So Pisces season 2025, there is a lot to say about this. We're going to get into the key astro dates for the whole collective, some of my collective predictions, and then we'll do little mini readings for each of the 12 signs for this astrological sun sign season. But first, let's talk a little bit about Pisces, okay? Pisces is the last sign in the Western zodiac. And it's actually the end of our astrological year, okay? So as we step into Pisces season, we are stepping into the end of our astrological year, right before we have our spring equinox, which actually when the sun enters 0 degrees of Aries, which is spring equinox in the Northern Hemisphere, this is our natural new year. Okay, so in the Gregorian calendar, which was, created by the Vatican, we all know that that's bullshit and it's not a natural calendar for us to be tuning into. We have the new year on January 1st, which is the middle of the winter in the Northern Hemisphere, the middle of the summer in the Southern Hemisphere, right? But it's not natural. Okay, so this is the time of year in the astrology, even in the Northern Hemisphere, for rest, for dream time, for healing and recuperation. And Pisces is, the sign that rules spirituality and that which is not of this world, as I like to say. All that is not physical, all from the spiritual realm. So it's a very spiritual, astrological season. Hi, Chrissy. Nice to see you. Very creative astrological season. And this is not a normal Pisces season. Okay, you guys, this is our last Pisces season in our lifetimes with Neptune still in Pisces. Okay, so we've had that Neptune in Pisces since 2013. And Neptune is the ruler, right? Home planet of Pisces. So ever since 2013, we've been having Neptune in its rulership sign of Pisces. And this has been a huge spiritual awakening of humanity and spiritual, like, soul activation. And we're still very much in this energy. We've got, the North Node, which is our collective purpose and destiny, in Pisces as well, as of January of this Gregorian 2025 year. And this is our last year with Neptune in Pisces and the Sun in Pisces at the same time in our lifetime. Next Pisces season, Neptune will have, ingressed into Aries. And actually, if I'm remembering correctly, I can't remember at the top of my head. I'm going to have to check, you guys. I think Neptune won't be in Pisces the first 2 days of Pisces season. I might be wrong about that. But regardless, this is the last full Pisces season with Neptune, its ruler. So we've got Sun in Pisces, Mercury in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, North Node in Pisces, and Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, the strongest, most powerful outer planet, because it's in its home sign at the moment, in Pisces. So all the things that Pisces rules in life, which, remember, everything in life, you guys, is ruled by an astrological planet, astrological sign. All those Pisces things are going to be amplified, and you are going to notice them, and they are going to be huge themes of the whole next month of this Pisces season that we are in. So it is not a normal Pisces season because it is so potent that, yes, all the previous Pisces seasons since 2013, Neptune has been in Pisces, but now it's the North Node there too. And we're in the influence of the last eclipse season, which had a Pisces eclipse. And we've got more Pisces eclipse coming as well. So this is really, really powerful stuff, you guys. Pisces season, as I said, it's our natural time for healing, for rest, for dream time, for hibernation, and going behind the scenes and preparing for the natural new year ahead in Aries season, which starts at the spring equinox. So anything that has to do with spirituality, spiritual practices, meditation, dreaming, prayer, visiting sacred sites locally or internationally are all very in alignment at this time. Being creative in any sort of creative capacity, doing behind the scenes work, doing healing work. These are all things that are very in alignment for us during Pisces season. And let me know if you're a Pisces, sun, moon, or rising, or if you got major placement in Pisces, how you're feeling with this energy. Are we feeling grounded or are we not feeling grounded? I'm feeling pretty good. I'm noticing that the past few days, I feel like I'm dreaming while I'm awake. Does anybody else have that feeling? Pisces rules the dream time and astral travel and lucid dreaming and sleep and rest. So that's another thing, is during Pisces season, we can actually be feeling more tired than usual, more sleepy than usual, like we need extra rest and recuperation. It's really, really important. So let's take a look at some of the key astro dates for Pisces season 2025. I'm just seeing some of you guys in the comments. Cassandra, hi Cassandra, says, ditto, love my Pisces moon, mega intense, detailed cinematic dreams lately. I've been hearing a lot of people saying that too. Laura says, dreams have been intense, hard to wake up. And DigiBean, hi DigiBean, says, dreams are out of this world. Yeah, dreams can be very, very vivid. And we can even get, during Pisces season, prophetic dreams psychic dreams. I had kind of a psychic dream a couple days ago when my husband Jens just flew back to Belgium a couple days ago. I'm staying in Canada. We're getting a lot finalized with the house that we're going to be finally moving to, coming back over to Canada. But I had a dream the night before Jens flew to Belgium that I was in an airport and it was very, very, very busy and I lost my bag. And it was this whole shabacal dream of, I lost my bag. Where's my bag? Where's my stuff? And it's funny because Pisces actually rules one of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about today, things missing, people or things disappearing or being missing. So I think that's going to be a theme of this Pisces season. We'll get into that. But nevertheless, I was having such a vivid dream about this missing bag and being in the airport and running around the airport. And then the next day, Jens went to the airport and he was actually at the Toronto Pearson airport when there was the plane incident, the plane crash that happened. And he was stuck there for like 12 or 13 hours before he could take off to Amsterdam and get a flight over to Europe. And the bag, I don't know if his bag got lost. Yeah, for a moment, his bag actually got lost because it was just a shit show over at the airport. So I had a little bit of a prophetic dream the night before. And it's funny how sometimes with Pisces, I notice that it can just be random kind of synchronicities or stuff. So it's good to be intentional before you meditate, before you actively do lucid dreaming, astral traveling, dream work. Be intentional about what it is you want to be experiencing in the dream time or with your psychic development, or else it could just be like random stuff that doesn't really matter that much. Right? So a bunch of you guys are saying, yes, everyone I talk to is dreaming too. Huge time of also our psychic abilities getting even stronger. Okay, so I've also been having, and I said this a couple weeks ago, but I've been having it ever since the North Node went into Pisces. And now that it's Pisces season, I'm still having it. I call third eye headaches. So like this pressure in my forehead and my third eye. And I haven't gotten that since 2012 when I had what I call my like starseed full-blown awakening. And I was having third eye headaches almost every single day as my intuition was opening up. So let me know if anybody else is having any third eye headaches over there. Jill says, the number synchronicities have been off the charts for me on this trip. Interesting. That's really, really cool, Jill. I'm happy you guys are having a good trip. Okay, so let's talk about some of the key astro dates for Pisces season 2025. And let me know if you guys have any questions in the live chat. And remember to drink really good water, grounding food, take care of your feet during Pisces season, because in medical astrology, Pisces is the feet. So doing like salt foot soaks, salt baths. I like to put grounding essential oils on my feet, like cedarwood with a carrier oil, massaging of the feet, reflexology, taking care of our feet is very, very important during Pisces season. We can be more prone to foot issues, ankle issues, that kind of thing. So, okay, the sun entered Pisces on February 18th, yesterday, from me filming this video today. And then on February 20th, which is actually tomorrow, Thursday, February 20th, Mercury in Pisces square Jupiter in Gemini. So this first week of Pisces season, it can actually feel kind of confusing and trippy and illusory, because Mercury at detriment in Pisces, where he doesn't like to be, is in square to Jupiter at detriment in Gemini, where he doesn't like to be. And it can be like an information overload, confusing information overload. And I think that not the only thing, but one of the things that this has to do with, if I can just bring this up here, let me find this here, this whole Doge, USA ID thing is fascinating. And so much is getting revealed about that it's it is confusing. It's overwhelming, especially if you're someone that has not been aware of what's been going on in the world, right? Like learning that there's all these sources of money that we don't know where they've been going, all these very suspicious ways that the money has been spent in America. USAID. Thank you, Digibean. I might have been saying that wrong. There's all these very suspicious ways that the money has been spent. The USAID money has been spent. And I think that that's going to be, it's a total Mercury square Jupiter, because it's very much coming out this week, and it's going to trip out a lot of the normies in particular who have been trusting their governments. And it's interesting that I believe it was yesterday, President Trump and Elon Musk did a Hannity interview, and they were talking about the US aid. And let's just play a minute of this, because I watched this as I was falling asleep last night. I was so tired, I like fell asleep in the middle of this interview. But groundbreaking interview of them being very transparent about the findings they've been getting around government spending. Oh, no sound? Oops, sorry, you guys. I screwed up. Okay, just wait 1 second. Let me fix that, because this is important. I just want to play about a minute of this. Okay, here we go. The sound should work. Give me a 5x5. It should work now.
Overarching question. So people get hit with Hurricane Helene, they have no communication with the outside world. You come to the rescue, you donated that, I believe?
Yes.
Okay. You donated to the people.
You saved a lot of lives.
Fast forward a minute.
That number a lot. And like 92%. That's basically almost everyone.
Yeah.
And so, but how can you, if the will of the president is not implemented, and the president is representative of the people, that means the will of the people is not being implemented. And that means we don't live in a democracy, we live in a bureaucracy. And so I think what we're seeing here is the sort of the thrashing of the bureaucracy as we try to restore democracy and the will of the people. Is this making sense? I mean,
no, of course it does. I mean, to me, if you look at our framers and our founders.
There's a point where they were playing in the
And I
top right.
taxpayer money.
Beautiful executive.
Okay, I don't see it here, you guys. But if you watch the original interview, go to the Fox News YouTube channel and watch the interview. That's where I watched it last night. And in the live stream, Hannity had a stream going the whole time they were talking in the top right of all the suspicious spending being exposed by Doge. And it's a total Mercury square Jupiter, like information overload, trippy moment of what's being exposed from behind the scenes. Pisces and Scorpio, two water signs, are about the hidden sides of life and what's been hidden behind the scenes, what's been going on behind the scenes with secret society, with, you know, powerful people, spiritual people, people that utilize magic. I'll be careful what I'm saying here because we are multi-streaming on YouTube. Okay. But fascinating what's being exposed with the Doge, and makes a lot of sense with this Pisces season. Secrets coming to light. But the first week of Pisces season, it's kind of confusing with this Mercury square Jupiter, and might be like bringing mental instability. Not that I wish that upon anybody, but might even be bringing mental instability to some people that really trusted their government totally, like that matrix crumbling, right? When we get into Sunday, February 23rd, so excited for this. Mars finally goes direct in Cancer. Thank God. Okay, we've been going through this Mercury retrograde since the beginning of December, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. And this one's been just a shit show. I don't know about you guys. I am a Scorpio, so shout out to all my Scorpio and Aries sun, moon risings. We are, you know, ruled by Mars being one of our planetary rulers and very affected by this planet. But for all of us, this has been the planet of action, our energy, where we direct ourselves, masculine energy at his fall position retrograde. So thank goodness Mars goes direct this Pisces season. That's going to help our energy levels as well. And that's going to help with, starting to express our frustrations in healthier ways again. There's been a lot of confusion about our anger, our frustrations, what's been going on with homelands and countries in Canada, the US, to Cancer countries. Hi, Tracy. Nice to see you. So that's great. Mars goes direct. Yay, yay, yay. And also on the same day, Mercury in Pisces trine Mars in Cancer, a positive aspect as Mars goes direct. Then February 25th, we've got Mercury conjunct Granddaddy Saturn in Pisces. So that's going to be an interesting aspect, bringing some, I think, reality check, heavy information regarding health and pharmaceuticals in the news and social media. This is going to be a very, very big theme of Pisces season. The now MAHA movement, Make America Healthy Again. We've got RFK Jr. as the Secretary of Health and Human Services. That is freaking amazing. I'm so happy about that. I know a lot of you guys are too. And that time around the Mercury conjunct Saturn and Pisces, it's also around the new moon. 2 days before the new moon in Pisces that we're going to be having February 27th / 28th, depending on where you are in the world. Big news and maybe even new regulations regarding health and pharmaceuticals. And don't know if you guys saw this yet, but supposedly the Trump administration is seriously planning a ban on the you-know-whats. I don't know if I can even say it on YouTube, but I call it the experimental injection that came out in the past few years. This is all over X today and some of the mainstream news that supposedly Trump administration is seriously considering banning the you-know-whats in the USA. So this is something that I actually think with this Pisces season and the transits that we've got going on, and Pisces rules, can I just say vaccines? Am I able to say that on YouTube? I hope so. Pisces rules vaccines. Pisces rules pharmaceuticals. And I think there's going to be a major development with this. I think it could happen around the Mercury conjunct Saturn day on February 25th. So we will see about that. Going to be super, super interesting. And just want to play this clip of RFK Jr. I played it on, I think, was it my daily astro show on Friday? I can't even remember. I played this in another show, but just want to play this again because this is freaking crazy, you guys. Let's just integrate and actually take in the fact that RFK Jr. is the Secretary of Health and Human Services in the US, and this is how he's speaking. This is wild.
Thursday, President Trump signed an executive order to establish the MAHA Commission to study what has caused the precipitous decline in American health over the past 2 generations. So we will convene representatives of all viewpoints to study the causes for the drastic rise in chronic disease. Some of the possible factors we will investigate were formerly taboo or insufficiently scrutinized. The childhood vaccine schedule, electromagnetic radiation, glyphosate, other pesticides, ultra-processed foods, artificial food additives, SSRI and other psychiatric drugs, PFAs, PFOAs, microplastics. Nothing is going to be off limits. Whatever belief or suspicion I have expressed in the past, I'm willing to subject them all to the scrutiny of unbiased science. That is going to be our template, unbiased science. That's something that will make us all proud of this agency and of our role in restoring American health. Let's commission research that will satisfy all the stakeholders once and for all. Let's use protocols that we all agree on in advance and not alter the outcomes of studies when they're halfway through and that they look inconvenient. Let's all depoliticize these issues and reestablish a common ground for action and renew the search for existential truth with no political impediments and no preconceptions. Finally, I want to ask you to think about
He's such a good speaker. Just amazing. So RFK is going to investigate, as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, ultra-processed food, electromagnetic radiation. That is a huge one that has not been talked about a lot in terms of health. Childhood vaccine schedule, glyphosate and pesticides, artificial food additives, SSRIs. I don't even know what that means. Let me know in the comments if anybody knows what that means. And antidepressants, microplastics, huge issue, and more. So this is amazing. Annie, I agree with you. You say RFK Jr. is like a breath of fresh air. Yes, it is a miracle that we have RFK Jr. in this position. And interesting that miracles in Pisces is ruled by, miracles in astrology are ruled by Pisces. Miracles, divine intervention, divine turning points, helps from the spirit world is Pisces. And I think that's going to be another big theme of this Pisces season. Remember, anything ruled by Pisces is going to be very highlighted during this time. Then we're going to have February 27th, new moon in Pisces. That could be, having that Mercury conjunct Saturn during that time could be the start of a new way path forward in health or spirituality or even the creative field. On March 1st, we are going to have Venus go retrograde. So right after Mars goes direct, we've got another inner planet. Venus goes retrograde in Aries. We haven't had a Venus retrograde in a little while. Venus doesn't go retrograde that often. And Aries is her detriment sign. So we're having all these major planetary transits in, many of these transits in signs that the planets do not like to be in. So there's a huge kind of overarching theme of we can be feeling uncomfortable. If you are feeling uncomfortable in your life, okay, you're not going crazy. That's kind of the astrology of right now. And the uncomfort is pushing us into pathways for our highest good, into our greatest potential, into actually what is in alignment for us. So, Venus rules our values. Of course, she's the goddess of love and our love lives and our commitments and our committed relationship. So Venus retrograde is when we're being invited during that transit, and it's going to go until mid-April, to reflect on our values, to reflect on our relationships. There can be lovers from the past or income streams from the past coming forward, because Venus does have to do with money and income as well. And it's not the best time to be making huge purchases or changes in finances while Venus is in her retrograde, especially at her detriment sign. March 2nd, we're going to have Mercury conjunct Neptune in Pisces and Sun in Pisces square Jupiter in Gemini. That'll be another kind of confusing, wonky day and days surrounding that. March 2nd, you guys will want to be aware of that. March 3rd, Mercury ingresses into Aries. March 12th, Sun conjunct Granddaddy Saturn in Pisces. So that's going to ground the Pisces energy a bit. And that's going to bring, the government, even more highlighted, politicians, reality tracks around our systems and structures of life in the pharmaceutical industry, health industry, spirituality as well, powerful spiritual or creative people. Interesting. And then March 13th and 14th, this Pisces season, we're entering eclipse season. So, when we get to the beginning of March is when we can start to feel the eclipse influence. And I am going to be doing a March eclipse season workshop on the Beyond Mystic Academy. That's going to be, what day is that? Let me check the calendar. I think it's a Sunday. That's coming up on Sunday, March 9th at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be launching that very soon. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be one of my long form eclipse season workshops where I'll talk about the eclipses of March 13th, 14th, and March 29th. what that means for the whole collective, my predictions, and my sign readings as well. So March 13th/14th, depending on where you are in the world, lunar eclipse in Virgo, our first eclipse in Virgo in 9 years. The sign of health and being of service and our routines and day-to-day work. On the same day, Mercury goes retrograde in Aries. And then right before Pisces season ends, we have Sun conjunct Neptune in Pisces. Very, very spiritual, ethereal way to end the Pisces season, for sure. So we start to, as we get into March of this Pisces season, just to recap, we get into the eclipse season, the eclipse influence, and eclipses are all about fated changes, major life endings, and new beginnings can be coming up. Natalie Lavoie says, thank you for all the tips, Meg. It helps navigate the astro waves of life. Well, thank you so much, Natalie. It means everything to me that what I'm sharing with you guys is valuable and that you're enjoying it. So hope you guys are enjoying today's show. And let me see, what else do I have to share with you guys? Let's see here. I don't want to play that. Sorry, you guys, I've got my old setup because I'm in Canada at the moment. Not in our permanent residence yet. We're like in this in-between time, and I'm just so grateful that 2025, I just need to say this out loud. Sorry, this doesn't have anything to do with the show, but when I feel, so I just have to say it, Jens and I are effortlessly moving into our new home this year, and we're going to be effortlessly settled, and there won't be so much moving around and technical hiccups happening. So I'm grateful that that's coming up. So let's do some mini readings for each of the sign groups for this Pisces season. Okay, each of the elemental sign groups. We're going to do fire signs, earth signs, air signs, and water signs. And let me know, you guys, how you're feeling about this Pisces season. What's your personal intuition, feelings, spidey senses, how you're going to be in alignment with this Pisces season, how you're going to be embracing it. Also, for me personally, I will share, I cannot wait for the Beyond Mystic conference. I already shared this, but I'll share it again, that I'm going to be doing this. Oh, it's gone. What the heck? It disappeared. Pisces rules things disappearing. And on my slide deck, oh no, it's there. It didn't disappear. Just kidding. Yeah, I can't wait to be doing my DJ set at the Beyond Mystic conference. And so for the whole Pisces season before the conference, I'm working behind the scenes. I'm creating the visuals. The visuals are going to be so cool and trippy for the DJ set. I'm making the set list. I'm learning how to use a DJ set to, like, at a next level. I'm doing all that behind the scenes to prepare for, you know, sharing it out in person. That's Pisces. It's creative works behind the scenes that we do to then share out with the public. So that's how I'm personally going to be in alignment with the season. And I'm also going to be, yeah, Celestial Emma says, using your creative energy. I'm also going to be allowing myself to sleep and rest and dream and do active dream work. I haven't really been putting the energy for that in a while. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Chrissy, for the super chat. You say, thank you for all your hard work. We appreciate you. I love you. And I appreciate the appreciation. Thanks so much. Okay, so let's talk about each of the 4 elemental sign groups. Oh my God, Murdoch, you're so funny. Don't forget the heavy metal. Well, I love heavy metal. Jens and I are both metal heads for sure, but there's not going to be heavy metal in the set list. It's going to be, we're going to do some old school. You guys know I like the old school. We're going to be doing some disco. We're going to be doing, there's going to be some pop. There's going to be some dance. There's going to be some rock and roll. There won't be heavy metal though. It'll be very danceable music that we're going to be doing. So, okay, fire seasons for Pisces, fire signs. Oh my God, I'm messing up my words. I'm already feeling the Pisces. Fire sign reading for Pisces season 2025. Does anybody else feel that when you when there's a lot of Pisces, I find it hard to speak, right? So for the fire signs, you guys are having the sun in Pisces and the stellium of planets in Pisces that we have in water elemental houses. Okay, so in the 4th house, 8th house, 12th house for Aries, this is in your 12th house of Pisces. Leo, this is in your 8th house of Scorpio. Saggies, this is in your 4th house of Cancer. So fire signs, this Pisces season is really good time for you to be doing, honoring your emotions, expressing your emotions, emotional healing work, psychic development, anything that has to do with spirituality, spiritual practices, creativity as well, fire signs. And it's very much a season for you, not that you can't be showing yourself out in the world, but it's more of a reflective energy. It's more of a behind the scenes energy, spending time at home, spending time in spiritual places, in your private self, spending some time alone or with the family. Okay. This is a time of rest and healing and creativity, very much for the fire signs, since you're having this transit in your water houses. And you know what? For each of the sign groups, I'm also going to pull a card. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull a card for each of the elemental sign groups from my Moonology deck. And let's see what we've got for our fire signs for this Pisces season. What is the Moonology card? Wow, interesting. Interesting, fire signs. I'm going to pull a clarifier, but we've got void of course moon. Nothing will come of this situation. That's a pretty interesting card. So this is making me feel like for the fire signs out there, there may be something, I'm hearing spirit that say, there may be something you're overlooking, or there may be something that you're putting your energy towards, which actually it's not the right time, or it might not be for your highest good. So this is kind of affirming that this really is a time for rest, recuperation, definitely being behind the scenes, not forcing anything. Let's pull a clarifier here. We got the full moon in Gemini card for the fire signs too. The answers you need are coming. So that's another thing about Pisces is it is trippy because it is the last sign in the zodiac and it does rule bliss and completion and oneness, but it's also confusion. It's also not having the full picture because you're stepping into the ethereal, you're stepping into the unknown, and it's quite ungrounded. So fire signs, maybe not the best time for a huge life decision during this Pisces season. Just observe, don't absorb. And if something is not working out right now, there might be something going on. I mean, it's going to be different fire sign to fire sign, but for some of the fire signs, something might be really out of alignment, or it just might not be the best time for something. Okay, so patience, rest. That's the message for you guys. Love you all so much. Emma says fire signs might have to wait till Aries season. Yes, and when the sun is in Aries, that sun will be transiting over your respective fire sign houses, which is very much about action, moving forward. So yeah, thank you, Emma, for that. Okay, let's go to our earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. The earth signs are having this sun in Pisces transit and stellium of planets in Pisces in air elemental houses. Okay, the air houses are about our relationships, our mind, our thinking, social ability, and information. So for Taurus, this is in your 11th house of Aquarius, Virgo, your 7th house of Libra, and Capricorn, your 3rd house of Gemini. So this is, earth signs, you can be getting a lot of intuitive insight information with this Pisces stellium of planets, sun in Pisces transit in your air elemental houses. This would be a very good Pisces season to do automatic writing, to do journaling, to do writing of any kind, to do creativity of any kind, to be spending time with spiritual and or creative friends or lovers. Your relationships are very highlighted, and your relationships may be going to the next spiritual level this Pisces season. Let's see what we've got in the cards, the Moonology cards for our Earth signs. And I'll change this here so you guys can see me. Earth signs, we've got the new moon in Leo card. Confidence is your key to success. So that's interesting because I was feeling that right away with the Earth signs. It's like there's going to be spiritual ideas and insights and downloads that you guys are receiving that may seem kind of weird at first or illusory or not tangible, but actually if it is in alignment with you and you're confident about it, you can basically manifest anything and achieve your dreams. Okay, so your confidence is your key to success. And I'll also pull a bonus card. I love to also pull bonus cards whenever I do the oracle cards. I literally just said that. I love when this happens, you guys. Waxing crescent moon. Have faith in your dreams. You're coming up with new ideas that are different from the plan. And sometimes that's hard for the earth signs because earth signs, you love to have a plan. Okay, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You love to have a plan and you can see it 5 years, 10 years ahead. And this is how it's going to go. And this is the only way it's going to go. But no, there's so much in Pisces right now in your respective air houses that there's actually new ways of doing your dreams and your plans coming forward for you. It's important for you to have confidence in that and have faith in those dreams. That is so cool. Earth signs, that is exciting. I also forgot to mention, you guys, that before I went live, I pulled a tarot card for all of us for this Pisces season, and I got the 10 of Wands. So that's really interesting because the 10 of Wands is about, you guys know, I'm trying to get better at the tarot. I'm, integrating the tarot more. And I'm facing my fears because I don't know the meaning of every single tarot card, but I definitely want to get better at the tarot. So I'm just doing it. I'm just bringing it into my videos. The 10 of Wands is, about rest needed after a success, after a victory, after very hard work, and possibly having to walk away from a situation, right? So this is for all of us as a collective. We have accomplished a lot. I'm feeling spirit say, especially if you're in the consciousness freedom community. Okay, we've been holding a lot of space and it's been tiring. Okay, so Pisces is about healing, rest, recuperation, the need for rest. And this card is actually kind of in alignment with that. We can work towards our dreams. It's not that we have to pause everything, but making time for the rest and the healing after the intense burdens that we have been going through. So that is very, very interesting. Oh my God, what is up with everything moving around today? Okay. Now we're going to go to our air signs for this Pisces season and stellium of planets in Pisces transit. Air signs, you're having this transit in Earth elemental houses of material resources, work, income, and responsibility. Of course, our air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So Geminis, this is happening. All this Pisces planets is happening in your 10th house of Capricorn. Libra, it's in your 6th house of Virgo. Aquarius, it's in your 2nd house of Taurus. So air signs, there could be, Murdoch, you're so funny. Yes, I'm learning a lot from, Janine is the freaking best. I'm so grateful to be working with Janine and learning so much from Janine and Ashala with the cards. Sorry, air signs, that I got distracted there from Murdoch. Yeah, so now what's interesting, air signs, is Pisces rules the opposite of the earth element, right? It is that which is not of this world. It is that which is not material. So air signs, you may have physical things going missing. I just tell it like it. I'm just going to be honest with you guys, okay? Air signs, you need to be mindful of things disappearing or going missing with this much Pisces in your earth elemental houses. Double check your keys, double check your wallet, like literally everywhere you go. I don't mean to be fear mongering, but just saying where we have Pisces in our chart, or the planet Neptune, the ruler of Pisces, is where we can be experiencing like something missing or disappeared out of our life. So air signs with this much in Pisces activated in these respective houses of yours, there could be things going missing. I'm not trying to manifest that for you guys, or the end of something, the loss of something, the letting go of something material. So if there's things that don't serve you anymore materially, let that shit go, okay? Because it does matter what we have materially. Is that even a word, you guys? It does matter the material things that we have around us. So there could be an ending or a loss or something missing in, for Geminis, it could be the workspace. For Libras, it could be the office space. For Aquarians, it could have to do with finances or income, the end of an income stream, the end of values that don't serve you anymore. But the letting go is making way for new material resources, okay? And many of you air signs might be inspired to integrate more Piscean ruled things into your work, actually into your income streams, right? So getting inspired air signs to work in the healing arts, the creative arts, or bring more spirituality or creativity in what you do professionally in general. Lorraine says, Meg, I am a Libra. I lost some paperwork. That is important. Yeah. The astrology is real, you guys. So I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just telling it like it is. So Lorraine, thank you for sharing that. And what's interesting is, Pisces is also the other dimensions. And I notice, like, even right now, when there's so much in Pisces, I notice things go missing. And this could be for all of us too. It's not just the air signs. Things can go missing or just disappear. And they literally might even be going into another dimension. Or sometimes it's, if you resonate with fairies and elementals, like I very much resonate with the elementals and the fairies. They just love to take shit and hide it and laugh at us and make us go crazy. And then they put it somewhere completely different in the house, right? So air signs, you might be experiencing that more than some of the other signs. So let's pull some cards for you guys for this Pisces season. What is your divine guidance for Pisces season for the air signs? Ooh, balsamic moon, a time for healing. Okay, so there's some healing work that the air signs should be doing. Interesting that I do feel for many air signs it would be good, and this is my intuitive side coming in. For many of the air signs, I feel like looking at your inner child would be a good thing to do this Pisces season. And we've got the full moon in Virgo card. You are good enough. And interesting that Virgo is an earth sign, and you are having, you have Pisces in your respective earth sign houses. So you are good enough, air signs. And if there's anything that's making you feel like you're not good enough, that might have been something implanted from childhood, and doing some inner child healing or meditation could be very beneficial. My husband Jens just put out his inner child meditation on the Beyond Mystic Academy. That's very, very helpful to tune in to your inner child. So a time for healing, and you are good enough, air signs. Okay, let's look at our water signs. Last but not least, okay, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. You're having this Pisces, Sun in Pisces and stellium of planets in Pisces transit in fire elemental houses. The houses of self, our confidence, our creativity, passions, fun, and extroversion. So water signs, we are in our element. Okay, don't mind the pun. We are water signs, and Pisces is a water sign. So we can be feeling possibly quite comfortable during this Pisces season, and it's improving our confidence even. Cancers, you have Pisces in the 9th house of Sagittarius. Scorpio, it's in the 5th house. Woohoo! Scorpios, we got it in the 5th fun house and of Leo. And Pisces, you've of course got it in your 1st house of Pisces. So this is water signs, an amazing season for creativity, creative practices, creative hobbies, connecting to your inner child, having fun, your passions, extroversion. This is nice for the water signs. Okay, so let's pull some cards. See what comes up in the Moonology cards for the water signs. Ooh. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay. Water signs, we've got full moon in Libra. A win-win outcome is forecast. I feel like this can be very nice for the water signs. And I'm not just saying that because I am a water sign. It is actually pretty nice for the water signs. I mean, if you are a Pisces, you're absolutely getting slammed with all the planets in your sign in the 1st house, which can be pretty intense, but it is your element and it is your energy, and it's the world kind of activating to your natural energy. Thank you, Jane, for the super chat. So it feels positive, actually. It feels like there's a breakthrough. And we've also got for the water sign, water signs, the energy is gaining momentum. Ooh, that's nice. It feels very creative. And if there's new creative ideas that come through that feel really good in your heart and soul, go for it, because a win-win outcome is forecast. So cool. Okay, we've gone over the collective. We've gone over some readings for the different sign groups. And I think that's all I've got to share with you guys today. Okay, thank you guys so much for joining me for today's Pisces season 2025 live stream video. In just a few minutes, my husband Jens is going to be going live on his Rumble channel. I'll be there in the live chat for his weekly Expanding Consciousness show on the Beyond Mystic Rumble and X channel. So let's go give Jens a like, go give him some support. And his weekly Expanding Consciousness is always such a cool show. I'm going to be having Yenzi, as I like to call him, soon on my channel for a special interview, because next week, Jens's book is finally coming out in English, A World in Transition. So stay tuned for, I think I'm going to be interviewing him on my channel March 5th. So that's going to be coming out. So stay tuned for that, you guys. And yeah, remember to like, share, subscribe to my channel. My links are all in the description. I love you all so much. Wishing you all an absolutely magical Pisces season, and see you all very soon. Bye, everybody.